guys, I gotta be real with you. You know, I've been getting a lot of static here lately at the racetrack. I get some guys come up to me, you know, every now and again, and they'll tell me, you know, I don't get this whole data thing. You know, all I need is a stopwatch, the 2 eyes the good Lord has blessed me with, a hot dog, and a lemonade from the concession stand, and that's all I need to make the adjustments on the go-kart. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And man, you know, I get that, and I get the fact that, you know, race data is new in the dirt karting community, and you know, I know that you guys have done things for, you know, 20, 30, 40 years the same way. But you know what though, man? And I kind of get the if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of, you know, mentality. But I'm pretty sure they told Alexander Graham Bell that they've been writing letters for years, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, when he was trying to invent the telephone. Or I'm pretty sure they told Henry Ford that, well, we've been riding horse and buggies for years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, when he was inventing the car, right? And look how that turned out. I'm reminded of once a wise philosopher, that Mr. Ferris Bueller, that said,
life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
So, in light of all that, today we're going to talk about how data can help you and influence your decisions at the racetrack, right? You know, sometimes either data will help you make a really good decision or save you from making a really bad decision, all right? So, to kind of give you some context or some background, a couple weeks ago we were at Southern Cartway, and a good friend of mine that races with me for a lot of years, he was like, you know, after qualifying, he was like, I think we're gear bound. We're turning a lot of RPMs, more RPMs than I want to turn. You know, I looked at my Micron, and we're a couple hundred RPMs over what we normally want to turn. He was like, so I think I'm going to drop a tooth or two because I think the go-kart's really good, and I think I'm just gear bound. I think that's my problem. Well, to kind of give you some context of how the track was, here's a clip from qualifying. So, with that being said, we're going to pull up some data today, and we're going to look at the RPMs and how the go-kart's pulling to see if dropping teeth is a good decision. Check it out. Okay, so what we're looking at here is some data from the run you just watched, okay? To the left here, all the way to the left on this graph, is the start and finish line, and this is the front straightaway, part A, going into turns 1 and 2, turns 1 and 2, the back straightaway, turns 3 and 4, and then the second half of the front straightaway, and I labeled it front straight or front B, going back to the start and finish line. Okay, as you can see, how the go-kart is losing RPMs in turns 1 and 2 and building RPMs down the back straightaway, and then losing them again in 3 and 4. But as you can see at the back straightaway, our max RPM is only about 59, 57, give or take, okay? But in the second half of the front straightaway, or the first half of the front straightaway here, you see a large spike in RPMs, almost to 6,300, okay? Matter of fact, it is, let's see, the max is 62.64 at the top of that peak right there, okay? So that makes me go, okay, why did it spike? Did it spike because he was in the dust? What happened? So we're going to pull up our accelerometer Z, and this is showing us if the go-kart is on the ground or leaving the ground, if it's going over a bump. And as you can see here, right in this section here, it's actually going over a bump. So the reason why it spiked RPMs is because it was hitting a bump in that section. And as you saw in the previous little video clip of it running, they did hit a bump after the start and finish line. And if you can see right here, that spike, over here is the track map to your right, and that little dot is the go-kart. And right around the same section where there's bumps is where he gets a spike in his RPMs. So, looking at it face value from the micron, we look and go, oh man, we're gear bound. But upon further inspection of what's really happening, it's not gear bound. We just spiked RPMs because the go-kart, the rear tires left the racetrack enough to spin a lot of RPMs. And really, he's not gear bound at all. He's actually doing pretty good. So usually for him, he wanted to be anywhere between 5,800 and 6,000 RPMs. And as you can see down the back straightaway, he's about where he wants to be at. So guys, I hope this video helps show you some of the cool things that you can do with data that sometimes will either help you make a really good decision or save you from making a bad decision. Dale Sr., what do you think?
I like it.
Awesome. And since I got you on here, what do you think about the Car Speed channel, man?
Gonna see something you probably had never seen on Fox.
Nice. Well, guys, man, I appreciate you joining me in this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to message us on Facebook or leave a comment on this video. Remember, race is tough. Don't be leaving no speed in the trailer.
You